Hi everybody, so today's look is Tinkerbell inspired. I was inspired by the brand new Tinkerbell in 3D or computer animation that Disney created for their new movie. I think it's Tinkerbell Pixie Hollow. I saw it on Netflix with my sister. I think it's absolutely adorable. If you are a kid, have a family, or are a kid at heart and want to see it for yourself, I definitely recommend it. So this look was inspired by that version of Disney's Tinkerbell, where you see her go through different moods. You get to hear a little bit more of her actual, history backstory as an individual little Tinkerbell herself. So a lot of the scenes in that movie take place during either different seasons when she's having a different mood, or when even the lighting is different. So you'll see different colors of green on her costume. You'll also see that she does have some cute makeup on of her own. So I've incorporated that as well as the inspiration from her clothing to create this version of Tinkerbell, as well as her original inspiration, Marilyn Monroe. That's who she's modeled after, basically, her shape, her look, her eyeliner, her makeup. So I sort of infused that with an inspired Tinkerbell. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. Taking the Gabriel eye primer in the shade Neutral, and I've already taken my Avalon Organics Vitamin C Renewal Revitalizing Eye Cream. Super important to get amazing youthful looking eyes, and of course great staying power and color pop. So I'm going to be applying this from my eyelid to my brow bone. Now there are no strong or good neutrals in the palette we'll be taking today, so I'm selecting Makeup Geek's Preppy because it is affordable pairing with the palette, and of course a very gorgeous sort of khaki green color. So I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Mineral Eye Blending Brush. Certain brushes from the e.l.f. line are vegan. They are mineral and studio. So I'm going to be taking this in the crease and just cutting it. Looking at images of the actual brand new computerized or 3D animation Tinkerbell, you'll notice she does have a very soft, sort of a cool tone brown crease in her eye. Now Tinkerbell has a very tall, thin, vintage brow, so we're going to be taking the Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics eye color pencil in Feathered and placing that at the arch of the brow bone. I'm now going to go ahead and take Makeup Geek's Vanilla Bean, and this is just a really gorgeous sort of satin soft color. It's sort of a dupe of MAC's Shroom in the fact that it just picks up very little light and looks very natural under the arch of the brow bone or inner tear duct, or even as an all over lid color. I'm taking this palette from Sugarpill, and it's got the gorgeous Acidberry color, Velocity, Mochi, and of course 2 AM. So we're going to be using some of these gorgeous shades in here. I'm going to start off by taking my Diluting Tools 772 and a little bit of Acidberry for Tinkerbell. And we're going to start patting that color all over the eyelid. Now a lot of makeup artists do this when the color that they want or need is not available to them, by taking a combination of two colors. So I'm going to be blending a little bit of Acidberry on my Sedona Lace Midnight Lace brush number 863 and a little bit of Mochi as well. Now the very first color that you lay down is the very first color that will be laid in the socket. In this case we picked up Mochi last, so that'll be the first color that appears on our eyelids, making Acidberry go on top. So I'm going to be blending that color into the socket line. And of course the color Preppy that we used to cut our crease with, that we laid down first, will of course be muting these vivid colors. So it'll make the eye look a little bit more professional and artistic rather than just a lot of color lumped on one look. I'm now going to take a little bit of Mochi only, and we're going to put this in the crease line and a little bit in the inner corner of the eyelid and crease. Really start to buff that out. Now taking a little bit of Velocity, I'm going to take my Diluting Tools 781 brush and just do a little outer V. I don't want this color to take over, so I'm only adding it as a shadowy effect in the outer corner. Sometimes when you see her costume in the 3D animation, it's got a lot of different tones of seafoam blue and green in it. I'm now going to go ahead and take Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics pencil in Feathered, and we're just going to line the waterline. Now, Tinkerbell's original look designed by Disney, the regular 2D animation, is actually inspired by Marilyn Monroe. So we're going to be doing a Marilyn Monroe inspired winged liner to finish off her eyes. I'm taking the Youngblood Cosmetics Incredible Wear Gel Liner in Eclipse and my Diamond Tools 760 really tiny little angled brush. What I think helps is to do the outline of the gel liner first. Now, the biggest thing in the 50s was that their gel liner sort of came out to like a smile. Nowadays you have a very straight line, which seems to be the correct way, as we say, to do it. The one that kind of curves, a lot of people feel makes the eye seem to have sort of like a extra crow's foot or whatever, but back then their winged liner was very curved. I don't think there's no right or wrong, it's just really just a matter of the shaping and how you do it. Now I'm going to be going ahead with the face and taking the Ole Henriksen, this is the Perfect Truth CC Cream in the shade Light. Now, if you wanted to do a more Marilyn Monroe style makeup, I would choose, for sure, a dewy, lighter coverage foundation. Reason being is because you, in a modern way, you do want to sort of mimic her skin, which is a very sort of glowy, lightweight look to it. You didn't see if it was powder, you couldn't see if it was actual full coverage, just the whole idea that she was flawless and young and very, very sort of luminous. You don't need to layer in a lot of foundation, that's how you'll run out faster and never really have to buy more. So to get that good coverage, you're going to need concealer. So I'm going to be taking the Inglot Cream Concealer. This is actually very full coverage. I like it a lot because it's not really sticky at all. It's actually kind of just lays on the face like sort of an air buffed cream, which is really why I like it. I have some redness under the eyes on me, so I want to look like a cartoon character skin wise and bring that up. I'm now going to go ahead and take Acidberry and a little bit of my, or a little bit, sorry, I'm going to be taking my Diamond Tools 781, kind of a lot. This is going to be the tool that we're using to blend out a little bit of Acidberry. Now for the outer corner, I'm going to be taking Velocity. Marilyn Monroe did run a kohl over her lower lash line, so we're going to take Inglot Soft Precision Eyeliner number 43 and run this gorgeous aqua shade at the base of the lashes. I'm going to take a little bit of Acidberry and run that over the pencil to set it. Now I'm going to take Sugarpill's Lumi, which is this really gorgeous sheer white. It actually has a teal sparkle in there. Diamond Tools 781. I'm now going to go ahead and take the Josie Maran Give One Get One Instant Natural Volume Argan Mascara, and we're going to pump up the lashes with this. Now, Cara Red Cherry, La Creme, and countless other brands buy up these lashes for wholesale. So whether you're getting them in a brand you don't know about and you recognize the style, number, everything, they're probably the exact same lash. So I'm taking Red Cherry for reference, number 217s. These are gorgeous. They're practically like a bridal lash, but you can use them, of course, for other special occasions. Kind of reminds me of a vintage or retro style. They've got the slightest little graduation in them, which is why I find them very like soft and becoming. So be sure to fit these to your lash line and be sure that they're going to work for you. I'm now going to go ahead and take the Inglot AMC Under Eye Corrective Illuminator, and this is the shade 51, and we're just going to place this underneath the eyes and then buff it out with the Diamond Tools 953. I'm going to take the Alamasca Gleam Cream. This is the shade Aurora. And we're just going to put this on the back of the cheekbones. Now I'm going to be taking the Josie Maran Coconut Water Cheek Jelly. This is the shade Poppy Paradise. And we're going to blend a little bit of this on the cheeks. I'm now going to take the Too Faced, this is the Endless Summer 16 Hour Wear Long Wear Bronzer. And I'm going to take this up on my e.l.f. stipple brush. I've already applied Pumpkin and Poppy Oil Absorbing Mineral Veil to the face. Now for the highlight, I'm actually going to be taking Sugarpill's Chromalust Loose Eyeshadow in Lumi. Flick off the excess so it doesn't just go down my whole face. And apply Lumi to the cheekbones over dried setting powder. Okay, so for the lips, we're going to finish off with something a little happy, a little bright. Tinkerbell's frequently carrying pretty orangey corally flowers in her hands, or her friends or bugs or whatever. So I want to do something bright for the lighter half of the face. I'm going to begin though with Bite Beauty's contour lip liner in the shade Cashew. Taking Too Faced Lip Creme in the shade Taffy, a very pretty light pinky coral. So it doesn't fight with the eyes, but we can get that pretty pinky coral color on. Now for the gloss, I'm going to be taking this gorgeous Pacifica Enlightened Gloss. This is a Mineral Lip Shine. This is the shade Pink Coral, which is a very similar color to MAC's Pink Lemonade. It even has a similar opacity, a cream finish. So I'm going to be taking this. And there really is no smell to these, which is nice. So in case you have any specific turnoffs or are allergic to certain essential oils, this is definitely a nice one to have.